And welcome to the unit related to the entry point of our 6-stage process. During this particular section, we're going to get into the assumptions that tend to drive the ways that we think about the predicament that we're in, and the way that a consultant might come along as a partner with someone in a predicament. What sort of preparations does the consultant need to go through to be a good partner? We're going to get into the assumptions which might drive our approach to service. I've got a few proposals as it may pertain to whether we see ourselves solving problems or whether we see ourselves building around the assets and the possibilities inside of a situation. We're going to look at how emergence takes place, how capacity is built, and how a capacity building approach to consulting is contrasted with a problem-solving approach. And lastly, we look at the stakeholders inside of this situation. We look at leaders particularly, and how communities rely upon them and their thinking to achieve their aims. We'll begin with a conversation about the 6 stages of the consulting process. It goes from entry point to crafting a charter to entering into a methodical inquiry process. From there, we are at work. We are in the intervention. We are learning what's going on. And the end result of that is something, of that project, is something that we could call a prototype. It's a set of recommendations or a model or an actual invention that addresses the predicament that the client partner is in. Lastly, there's the delivery stage. This is where we bring the report, we bring the prototype, we bring the recommendations, we close the loop on all that we've promised so that the client can move forward in ease and with a focus on their future and strategic horizons. I look forward to the conversations that we will have with one another as you move through this consultant's journey process. Well, friends, we've now worked through some of the foundational issues, some of the foundational questions that a consultant would need to address before they get into the consulting journey. Now let's get into that journey.